You want to talk about play on words and how you can mislead somebody down having the wrong communications routes should they be in a different country, and like trying to read like what actually happened and then go, wait a minute, now what does that, can you translate that for me? Yeah, here we go. Ready? If I was writing a movie script and I wanted to be like really like catchy phrases, but it's actually truthful because everything universally relates to truth to my one set. So I was just in Starbucks, which the words STAR and BUCKS would indicate that as a cosmologist, like as a cosmic person and a star goddess, there was some transaction of money. No, actually, I went to get a cup of coffee, because I am so bored and it's like the only thing that I actually somewhat enjoy at the moment. And so I asked the, don't panic, but, whatever. I mean, like, that's a play on Hispanic, because why would I want to say he panics? Because that's how you spell it, is his, and then panic. Why would you want to say that they're sketchy, like, scary, like, they panic, like they're squirrely? Like, yeah, that's why I don't like using the word Hispanic, but whatever. You guys like to throw those words out there and then not know what they mean. So, and then get mad about it. So, as if I'm the disrespectful one. I heard what you were advertising, and it's not looking so good, but whatever. I asked the really nice local girl, Ritmo, Ritmo, one of my like favorite new songs about the rhythm of the night, because Mittenach, whatever. So I asked the girl, I said, what does this word fuego mean to you? And she's like, oh, it means burn. And I'm like, yes, it does. I was like, it spells out like we go. Like, let's go, like we go. I was like, burn at the beginning with the F for fire actually works out really well for me, because I'm like, 41 years, fuego? Come on, trabajo, let's go. Like, I mean, what the fuck is taking everybody so long? Anyway, so, right, then I had a whole incident with the word travel device of word association and pairing and then real life stuff. There's George Steinbrenner, right, who's like every Mongoloid's dream of like, yes, a Jew that loves Asians! Oh my god, we're in like Flynn, everything Indo-Asia, dark, facially deformed, oh my god, whatever you are, George is gonna let us in his Yankee home, oh my god, and the goddess will have no say, yeah, welcome to 2020, painted all wrong, and then his, like, nemesis would be Boston George, being the Boston Red Sox. Right, so the Bostons, they have Red Sox on. Does that go back to the crime with the Nicole Morocco, who's actually Dora the Explorer, and the monkey with the red boots? I'm just curious, because that was a gray monkey with like a yellow belly. And he had like red boots on, and they were going through the Hispanic forest, and like, they had this like little chime that Nickelodeon put out there, like, did anybody catch that? I'm just curious. You're right, yeah, you might want to check your kiddo sitcoms, because it has a lot of clues as to what the adults are doing. We figured, put them on kiddo current news, since the Wall Street mafia of George Steinbrenner having sex with anything Indo-Asian that had money and whatever, letting them into New York without Goddess Nicole's permission, whatever. So here we are in Nothing Really Matters, but Everything Makes Sense in one universe of how do we just kind of string the words together to make sense of things that are like, oh, that's actually an interesting way to put, yeah, it's all coined incidences. I mean, you all accepted money for something in Stupidville and then forgot how they all add up together. So, New York Yankees, Jason thinks he's a Yankee daddy. I fucking hate Jason. He's a piece of shit. Always was. I tried to be nice to him and say nice things about him to the children. In fact, I went under the guise of, if you have nothing nice to say nothing. Because when they went over to Jason's house, Peter, Sue, Jennifer, Moeller, now, not Romer anymore, and Danielle Lynch, which is now Romer, right? All four of those assholes would constantly disparage and disfame me in front of my children. And my children were like, how come Nono and Grandma don't do that about their family? And we're like, that's because we're good people. You don't want to talk badly about other people. And then it was like, well, I don't want to know what they said. I just want you, as my children, Benjamin, Daniel, and Alexander, the greatest ever, to know that you're not like them. And you are not going to talk badly about anybody when they leave the room. That if you're in a room and then you leave the room, the person who you left in that room doesn't have to worry about what you're going to say behind their back. The only thing you're ever going to repeat to anyone else, should you be questioned in this nominal, pubic, simulation run by infantiles and facially disformed idiots in mongoloid idiocy, when you leave someone, if somebody asks you a question about a fact that you know to be real because you witnessed it, then you answer. But I don't want you rendering opinions on anybody in oh, that sounds crazy. Oh, she must be crazy. Oh, she must be on drugs. Did you witness her on drugs? Did you witness, what does crazy mean? Is it an action? What does it look like? Because to some that are in their mental disease and mental cases, like Jason, of all areas stupid, I mean, the man couldn't even get a job transfer to a police department in Virginia. They didn't want him. He failed the polygraph. But yet New York City police officers took him because there's no polygraph. So if he smoked pot in high school, oh well, he choked his wife and almost killed her in bed. Oh well, we'll take him. He could be a New York City police officer. Yay, we'll take him. He breathes. Yeah, well, that's where we're fucking at. Doesn't mean that he has a fucking, mental fortitude to be smart and to help clean up the world. He writes you hit your wife, I'm putting you in handcuffs. But I hit my wife and she didn't want to call attention to herself, so she didn't call anybody. But I'll just lock everybody else up. No big deal. I got a badge. They like me at the academy. I mean, this is the world we live in.